All right, ladies and gentlemen, hello YouTube. It is Monday, MLK Day, January 15th, 2024, 9:09 a.m. Central Standard Time. It is snowy outside in the DFW Metroplex. People are iced in. It doesn't take much, but it's been cold as shit now for a few days. It iced over last night. So, we're just big chilling. Everyone's just big chilling, hanging out at home, talking about the Dallas Cowboys. If you're watching this over on YouTube, you can watch these live every morning, 9 a.m. Central Standard Time on playback.tv/slightlybiased. If you're watching this on playback.tv/slightlybiased and you're like, hey, you know what? I want to watch this again. I mean, it was so great that I need seconds. I need more. You can watch this on the Slightly Biased Clips channel over on YouTube. Man. So we're going to do something a little bit different here. I don't want to talk about football. I don't really talk about football in here outside of just having some fun every now and then, maybe, picking games or something. But how can we not start? It's I'm a Dallas sports fan. I live in Dallas. How can we not start with the Cowboys after a night like that? I feel like it's just, you have to, kind of, in a way. Oh man, I mean, you can only laugh, guys. So let me tell you something. Let me walk you down of my Dallas Cowboys fandom, my history. Of course, born and raised in Dallas, Texas, so naturally Cowboys fan, right? Born in the summer of 1995. So that means the last time the Cowboys won Super Bowl, I was 7 months old. 7 months old. Wasn't even real. Like, I am of the belief that babies when they're 7 months old aren't real. They are real in the sense that they're living human beings. You have to take care of them. You have to love them. You have to coddle them. You have to do all these things. But they're not real because they don't have a personality. Whenever you start developing a personality, that's when you become real. But anyways, Jesus Christ. I say that was the last time they made the Super Bowl, 1996. The last time they won the Super Bowl. Nay, the last time they made the Super Bowl. Nay, the last time they made the conference championship game, guys. They are the Joel Embiid of the NFL. They can't make it past the second fucking round. In my sentient life, I have never seen this team make it past the second round. I mean, that's not even crazy. You understand? Like, that's not even crazy. Wanting a team to get out of the second round is not even asking a lot. Over 30 years, right? That's not even asking a lot. That's pretty normal, I would say. That's pretty normal. Like, let's just look around. I mean, the Texans with a first-year quarterback have a very good chance. Of making the conference championship game. The fucking Detroit Lions have a very good chance of making the conference championship game. I think the Lions and the Redskins are the only NFC teams with longer streaks not making the championship game. I think the Browns are in there too, right? Oh my God, I look terrible. I don't want to watch this, bro. I looked horrible. Took better care of myself this past year. But anyways. This is just funny. You do reach a point. How bad was yesterday? Let me try to get like an NBA analogy that makes some sense. I'm trying to think if there's any recent collapses like this from a team. I mean, I don't even think I could compare it to the Bucks losing to the Heat last year. Oh yeah, they were big favorites. They were big favorites in this game. They were the 2 seed, lost to the 7 seed. First time that's happened since this new NFL format, new playoff format has started. There's no real comparison for it. Like, I actually don't think there's an apt NBA comparison for it. It would have to be a team that was really good a long time ago, but hasn't really been good since. I mean, maybe the Sixers. Maybe the Sixers. Has it ever been worse than that? No. So this is the worst it's ever been. Full stop. This is the absolute worst it's ever been. All of the other ones you're mentioning, the Cowboys lost recent years. They lost to the 49ers. Yeah, the 49ers were way fucking better than them. Okay. 2018, that was when they lost to the Rams, right? Yeah, CJ Anderson ran for 250 yards. Like, they fucking sucked. They sucked that year. Mavs versus We Believe Warriors, first round loss comparison. No, that's not even a good one because the Mavericks were coming off of going to the finals. Like, I need you guys to understand that there's 30 years of not doing shit in the playoffs that kind of led to this moment where it was like everything was laid out for them. Everything was laid out for them. Their division rival, the Philadelphia Eagles, shit themselves and basically gift wrapped the Cowboys the 2 seed, which means they would have home field advantage where they haven't lost a game all season until yesterday. Home field advantage up until the conference championship game. Hold on, I just got left a voicemail. What? Oh, sorry. It was Mark Cuban. 2007, you lost to a 10-win Giants team. 2009, you got smoked by the Vikings. 2013, you lost to an 8-8. 2016, you can't play defense. They were all bad for different reasons. This one, though, was the most embarrassing and pathetic one. Not the most heartbreaking. This one is the most pathetic one. This is the one where even the biggest diehard Cowboys fans I know, because I used to be, I need you guys to understand, I've told stories before, I used to be very diehard Cowboys fan. Lived and died by every single game pretty much. Lived and died by every single game. And, man, I don't remember what it was specifically, but at a certain point, I just pulled the plug. At a certain point, I just pulled the plug on the whole thing and realized, you know what, this team, they're always just going to let you down. And until they don't let me down, I don't give a fuck anymore. You can call that bandwagoning. I really don't care. I really don't care. And I'll defend myself. I don't think that's bandwagoning. Bandwagoning would be Warriors fans jumping ship now. It's like, okay, so you guys were there for, the 7-8 years of it being really fun, and now you're out after 1 year. Like, that's kind of fucked up. For me, I'm like, is it really bandwagoning, man? I've been watching it for 30 fucking years, damn near. Been watching for damn near 30 years. Of being sentient, I don't know, like 20 years, and they have never done a shit for me besides embarrass me. So it's like, why, you want to take a step back and come back when they're really good and actually doing shit. There's nothing wrong with that, I don't think. There's nothing wrong with that. That's not being a bandwagon, I don't think. That's just, having some respect for yourself, ultimately. That's having some self-respect. Having some self-respect. And you knew it right away, too. That's what's fucked up about this team. Yeah, they gave up a touchdown immediately, and you're like, oh, yeah. Yep. They already know exactly how this is going. Yeah, the same way, Vladdy. I mean, my friend group is just diehard Cowboys fans, and there's still one or two that are like that. But for the most part, a lot of us have just kind of, like, fallen out of favor with them. Like, they just, like... We watch, we cheer. I understand this. I shit on the Cowboys. I've watched most of the games this year, I want them to be good. I don't root for them to be bad. I want them to win. It would be awesome. I live in Dallas. I understand. I live in the Dallas Metroplex, I guess I should say. I understand how much the city loves football, how much the city loves the Cowboys, and how fucking insane the city would be if they finally pulled it out and won. However, it's not going to happen. We just got to accept it. Just got to accept it. We know it's not going to happen. So what's next? Well, if you're a head coach, you got to get fired, right? Just no way. No way you don't get fired after this. There's simply no way. What's bigger in Texas, American football or the NBA? Oh, American football by like a billion miles. It's not even remotely close. It's like actually not even remotely close. Basketball is so big in Europe, we don't have a huge NFL culture here. Yeah, it's not. NFL is not really an exported thing for the United States. Nobody gives a single fuck outside of the US of A. But yeah, I mean, you got to fire your coach after this. You got to fire your coach. NFL is such better analysts compared to the NBA. I'm happy you said that. I was actually thinking about this exact thing a couple days ago because I saw somebody else bring it up, and it's true. But I think part of what it is you have to have NFL analysts because people don't know what they're watching. Like if you didn't play the sport, it is like complicated enough that you actually don't know what you're seeing. What route is this guy running? What defense is this team playing? We don't know. Oh, what were the blocking schemes? I have no fucking clue. What was the quarterback looking for here? I have no idea. Where the NBA, especially the NBA, right? Not all basketball is like this, but the NBA is kind of straightforward a lot of the times. There's like some different defensive schemes and stuff like that, and certain sets some teams will run, but for most part, the NBA is here. You're our best player. Here's the ball. You're our best player. Okay, here comes the big to set you a screen. Now do the right thing. And that's really kind of what it boils down to a lot of the times. So, obviously, that's simplifying it greatly, but the point still stands that NBA and NFL aren't that comparable in that way because I just feel like if you didn't play football at like a real level, which I didn't. I did play football, not at a real level, and I hated it. Can I say something? All right, can I get back on my hater shit for the NFL? I'm getting back on my hater shit really quickly. Anytime something happens in the NFL, I don't remember what the fuck I was listening to, but a coach got fired, and the podcast was like, yeah, Black Monday, the coach got fired. The NFL just dominates the calendar, huh? NFL just dominates the calendar. I was thinking to myself, dude, when like the offseason months roll around, no, it does not. NFL offseason lasts like 7 months. You have the draft. And outside of that, does it dominate the calendar? Like, yeah, NBA free agency dominates the talking, like, sports circles more than I would say any NFL offseason related thing, maybe besides the draft. And even then. Like, I think the NBA, like, legit dominates its offseason in like, a funny way where it does kind of feel like more people care about the offseason. I noticed that this past summer, because I did go light on content because I was traveling and shit, but I just kind of always expected in my head, like, oh, offseason's here, like, like videos will perform a little bit worse, whatever, but some of them, like, perform way better. Gonna have lifelong PTSD from fucking Aaron Jones celebrating. He deserves it, man. He deserves it. it's just sad because I'm seeing it real time. What happened to me happened to other people, where they're just like, man, why do I give a fuck about this team, really? And I kind of appreciate it because I was watching it yesterday, and in years past, I would have been sitting there in silence, seething. I was watching with some friends. I would have been sitting there in silence, seething, just so mad. But yesterday, I was like, come on, guys. They still got it. They still got a chance. Come on, come on, come on. Knowing deep down they did it. And then I could only laugh. Like, I was laughing at the end of it. Of course, Dak got the fucking stat pad. And kudos to the Fox Sports commentating crew for making it seem like the game was close at the end. It was like a 30-point game with 4 minutes left. They're like, yeah, well, hold on a second. They score here. 2-point conversion, and then they score. It's like, dude, this game ended 4 minutes into the game. Best top tier athletes, NFL or NBA. So the group of friends that I play 2K with and PS5 with, we have this conversation and argument a lot. I think it's NBA, and it's not that close. Not to say that the NFL doesn't have great athletes. You do have to be really athletic to be in the NFL. The thing about the NBA, though, is you have to be athletic and big. Like, not only do you have to be athletic, you have to be freakishly tall. You know, like that's... And you can't just be tall. Like, those days are gone. You can't just be tall. You have to be tall and a freak athlete. Well, yeah, LeBron's maybe the greatest athlete we've ever seen. I would say like two of the, what most people would call like the greatest athletes we've ever seen are NBA guys, because some people would say LeBron and some people would say Wilt. And some people would even say Shaq, just at his size, being as athletic as he was. But the size piece, Russello, just makes it so it's like, has to be the NBA, in my opinion. In my opinion. Don't sleep on baseball. Someone tried to tell me soccer athletes are better than the NBA. Well, see, like, I don't really follow football, so I don't know. I don't really want to speak on it. I mean, you got to be in great shape, obviously. Got to be in great shape, but. Oh, I bet Shohei could play several sports professionally. Yeah, Shohei, definitely. Baseball, you have to be kind of gifted in different ways. Like, the level of hand-eye coordination and arm strength you need to be, like, really good in the NBA or the MLB. I don't think you're just, like, I don't think you can train it. I think you got to be born with it at some level. You know? Like the hand-eye coordination, all of it. All right. That's enough for the NFL. I don't know. I don't know when it's going to change for the Cowboys. In my opinion, if I were running things, everyone's fucking gone. You're done. Somebody said it earlier in the chat, but they've won the most games in a 3-year stretch without making the conference finals. You're done. You're out. McCarthy, you're for sure gone. No doubt about it. You are for sure gone. There are so many great coaches on the coaching market right now. I'm the Dallas Cowboys. I have infinite fucking resources. I can pick whoever I want. Mike, you're gone. See ya. Adios. No chance you're back. The entire coaching staff, see ya. Goodbye. No chance you're back at all. You're all gone. I don't give a fuck. Dan Quinn was, see ya. Goodbye. You're out of here. Okay? You're all gone. Pack your fucking bags. And if I was running things, Dak Prescott, hell of a run. Hell of a run, except not really. But, you know, you're a great guy, and everyone loves you, and everyone I've ever known that has been around you has said you're an incredibly nice guy. So I wish you the best elsewhere, but elsewhere is the key word. It can't happen here. Goodbye. See ya, buddy. Yep. See ya. Just can't win. I don't know what it is, man. You just can't win. Saw somebody call you on Twitter. Saw somebody call you the Joel Embiid of the NFL. Here's the thing: Joel Embiid's way better, relatively speaking, than Dak is. But okay, right? I get what they're saying though. I do get what they're saying. Donovan Mitchell. We want Ben Johnson from the Lions. Isn't that some like right wing content creator guy? Oh, but there is a Ben Johnson like that. Okay. Oh yeah, that's right. The Buffalo game got postponed until today. All right, that confused me for a bit. But everyone's gone. I mean, seriously. And even Micah Parsons. Everyone said Micah Parsons untouchable. Man, hey, pull the fucking plug on the podcast. Never ever go on the podcast again. That podcast better be canceled immediately. That podcast better cease to exist. That shit's so embarrassing. I was against it all fucking year. He goes on there and just rambles and rambles and rambles about opponents. We're going to do this. We're going to do that. We're going to beat them. We're the Cowboys. We're going to do X, Y, and Z. Man, shut the fuck up. You guys haven't beaten shit. And you haven't done shit. You genuinely have not done shit in a big game. Where the fuck were you yesterday? Missing. Bro, I got 2 tackles. Wake up. Tell Bleacher Report to fuck off and bring me back. All right, that's enough for the NFL. Cowboys. All right, Luka's probably not playing today. The Mavs play in like 4 hours. Mavs going to be without Luka. Looking like Luka might be dealing with like an actual legit injury, which is not good. Obviously, if he's hurt, I want him to get healthy. But it's the playing is starting to look more and more like reality for the Mavericks. Still a lot of time, and I still do believe if this team got healthy, they are capable of going on like a legit run in the second half of the season. In which case, you know, you're a game back of the 5 seed. You're 2.5 games back of the 4 seed. Like, a lot can happen between now and the end of the season. Don't get me wrong. But the way things are going currently, it's looking like the play-in might just be where you end up. Just can't get healthy. And I mentioned this. It's not like you just snap your fingers and everyone's healthy. Oh, once this guy's back. The way this has been going for the Mavericks, once this guy's back, another guy's out. Like, this is how things have been going all year long. It's been really, really bad. Really, really bad. Injury luck so far this season. What is it? Only 16 games played with Lively, Kyrie, and Luka at this point in the season is crazy. Absolutely crazy. Well under half the games. Well, here's my thing about the Luka stuff, and I've already ranted about this. How was he able to go back into that game against the Grizzlies when he was clearly injured, and now he's missed 2 games in a row with that injury? 2 games against a team that you have to beat. A team that you have to beat. This is a massive game today. And you're going to be without Luka. And probably without Derrick Jones Jr. Lively's questionable, so we'll see. Him being back would be actually really big in helping with Valanciunas and stuff. But, man, tough. Tough. It just sucks. They've been pretty much 500 since their 4-0 start to the season, so hope that they turn it around. Yeah, it's frustrating because you can't control injuries. So we'll see. I still believe in this team. I gotta be real with you. I really do. But again, the injuries have just brutalized them. They've absolutely terrorized them. All right, just some quick stuff around the NBA from a night ago, and then we'll get out of here. Didn't do a slightly early last night. So what happened on Friday night? The Mavericks embarrassed themselves. And I was so disgusted by that. I didn't even watch. What else happened on Friday? Or I guess that was Saturday, huh? What else happened? Just a bunch of blowouts again. The Hawks lost by 40 points. That was the most interesting thing, I guess. Utah won again. They've been really good. All right. Some of this stuff yesterday. Nuggets get a win against the Pacers. Pacers have been playing pretty well since Halliburton's been out. Their offense is still humming. They're still doing interesting things. It does make you think. Is Tyrese Halliburton a system quarterback? Well, yeah. Have you guys never watched a Rick Carlisle offense? Yes. Yes, he is kind of a system quarterback. Still a great passer, still a great playmaker, a great scorer that really helps him a lot and opens up things. But yeah, he's benefiting from playing next to one of the greatest offensive minds in the history of the sport. It's no secret that anywhere Rick goes, a historically good offense follows. But a nice win for the Nuggets. Again, they just do this where they're letting teams kind of keep close, and then they just put their foot down. You know, like throughout the course of the game, you're not like, oh man, this Nuggets team looks like they're the best team in the NBA or the best team in the West again, and they're going to dominate. But then when it's time to just put the foot down and win the game, it's like, oh yeah, they are. When it's time to put their foot down, it's like, oh, they are the best team in the NBA. In the West, at least. Heat annihilate the Hornets. The Hornets are just down bad. They're fucking horrible. They're absolutely terrible. One of my worst predictions in quite some time. Bucks and Kings. This game was nuts. What the hell even happened in this game? So first and foremost, kudos to the Bucks. Second night of a back-to-back. Overtime game, pulling out a win. Just a hilarious sequence of events. Bucks had this game wrapped up in the fourth quarter. Game over. Let's get out of here with the win. We don't need overtime. We don't need all of this hoopla. Adrian Griffin, man, what horrible coaching decisions down the stretch of this game. One, why does Giannis not inbound every single free throw, intentional foul situation? Why is he not the inbounder every single time? I don't understand this. He's not a good free throw shooter. We don't want him shooting free throws. Somebody else, please. Giannis, inbound. Instead, Giannis shoots their clutch free throws down the stretch of the game, misses one, which leaves the door open for the Kings to tie and goes to overtime. But beyond that, Bucks are up 3. There's like 14 seconds left. Kings are in the bonus. 14 seconds is a long time. Okay? That's a long time. And if you are going to foul, I go back and forth with the foul stuff all the time. I think it makes a lot of sense in late game, like literally 3-4 seconds left. It makes a lot of sense then. 14 seconds left. It would be different if the Kings dribbled it around a little bit and then the clock was winding down. There's 5 seconds left and you decide we're going to foul now. They foul immediately. The Kings hit both free throws. There's like a whole 11 seconds left in the game now. All it takes is you missing one free throw And now the door is wide open, and the Kings have plenty of time to dribble down. And what they ultimately did was a Malik Monk in transition. Just horrible transition defense after Giannis misses the free throw. Giannis doesn't want to foul, you can tell. Malik Monk just walks right to the other side of the court and gets a layup, and we're going to overtime. This is a horrible, baffling decision. Horrible, baffling decisions by Adrian Griffin there down the stretch. But then the Kings outdo the Bucks in the choking department. In the fourth quarter, I turned this fucking game off. In overtime, I turned this game off. Kings were up by... How much were they up by? 4? 4 points with 33 seconds left. Malik Monk hit a little mid-range jumper, up 4, 33 seconds left. This game's over. I turn it off. I open up Twitter a few minutes later. Damian Lillard, Dame time. I'm like, what? Whoa, what the fuck just happened? And here's what's crazy is it's not like 33 seconds left. 33 seconds left. You know, Malik Monk hit that, and then boom, the Bucks got a 3 immediately, and the door's wide open. No, that's not even what happened. Dame missed the 3. The Kings got the ball. 22 seconds left. Kings up 4, and they just got fouled. This game is over. This game is done. Like 99.9% of the time, this game is finished. Malik Monk misses both free throws. Brook Lopez makes a 3. Oh my God, it's a 1-point game. Shit is going down our pants. 5 seconds left. De'Aaron Fox misses a free throw. Oh my God, the door is wide open. And then boom. Damian Lillard, disgusting 3. Dame time to win the game. Mike Brown is showing laptops in the press conference about how terrible the officiating was. Brutal loss for the Kings. Brutal. It's funny because it went from what would have been a brutal loss for the Bucks to a brutal loss for the Kings in a span of 30 seconds. He busted out the laptop. Do you think coaches see? So like, obviously Darko goes crazy with the Raptors. The Raptors head coach, obviously, he goes crazy in a press conference after the game. He's upset. He's screaming. Scotty Barnes is the face of the league. He's angry. He's upset. Do you think coaches around the league see that and are like, all right, I gotta one up that. All right, it's my time. I gotta one up that next time. Yeah, he made a PowerPoint. Hilarious. Admittedly, I didn't watch this full game, so I don't know if he was justified in his beef with the officials or not. But I mean, this is a gross shot by Dame. Nasty. Dame time. The whole team did it. The whole team did it. Look at Brook Lopez. Bro's just wandering. What was I gonna say? The Bucks announcers. They're not very good. I had the ending of this game, like probably mid fourth quarter onwards on. I was cooking. I was, cooking up something in the kitchen, and I had my phone over there, had my headphones on, so I was listening to it. Dude, you would not expect that this game was close. I mean, they were so dead. Like, you would not expect that this game was close. The way that it was just so boring. Come on, guys. Let's up the energy a little bit, okay? Let's up the energy a little tiny bit. So anyways, that was a crazy ending. Both teams just begging to lose, basically. The Bucks turning the corner. In what way? I still think all of their weaknesses are their weaknesses that I don't really see going away. I mean, they're still good. They've been good all year long. They've been winning despite it. Clippers and Timberwolves. crazy game here as well. A lot of shit talking, a lot of back and forth. Everybody does hate Rudy Gobert. Why? I'm not entirely sure. Oh, yeah, by the way, today is January 15th. This is a pretty meaningful day for trades because players who signed a contract in the offseason can now be traded officially. Rudy seems like a bit of an asshole. You want to know why I think people hate Rudy? Players. This is just from an outsider. Obviously, I'm not a player in the NBA. But this is just kind of how I feel. Is that since he's a rim protector, you know, he's a rim protector. He blocks their shots. And also, he's not, yeah, exactly. He doesn't have a bag. That's exactly what it is. That's exactly what I was going to say. He's not like a super skilled player. He's tall. He's a great defender, a really smart defensive player with great defensive instincts. But yes, offensively, he doesn't have a bag. And I think at this stage, people really respect the players who have bags. That's why NBA players still like rant and rave about. It's why a lot of like active NBA players will call like Kobe the GOAT. Is Kobe really the GOAT? No, he's not. But why would people call Kobe the GOAT? Well, because he was fucking disgusting. And he had a incredibly deep bag. Like a deeper bag than any other of the, GOATs. MJ had a pretty deep bag too. So do NBA coaches get fired often during the season? Don't know about tactics, etc. But a coach that can't even motivate his players for some games, say things like, I'm just watching. Just seems wrong for a team with high aspirations. Yeah, coaches get fired over the course of a season. Not like super frequent. Kid's not getting fired mid-season, if that's what you're asking. So I thought this was a little much. And obviously hilarious because Rudy Gobert then ices the game with free throws down the stretch, has some huge blocks, has a disgusting little Euro step layup. I thought this was a little excessive. And funny, too, because Russ blew a layup at the end. I thought Russ was terrible in this game. Some bonehead decisions. So I'm going to be on my hater shit here. Clippers did have Zubats in this game. I think this game would have gone a lot differently with Zubats. They just didn't really have an answer for Gobert, who had a great game. Gobert, 18 points, 4 blocks. Or 18 rebounds, 15 points, 4 blocks. Did go 7 of 14 at the free throw line. But again, some clutch free throws down the stretch. I'm going to be on my hater shit just a tiny bit here. It was a good win for the Timberwolves. Don't get me wrong. The Clippers, red hot. Even without Zubats, they're still a good team. Still a great team. Obviously, Zubats isn't the one who's keeping them all together. Harden didn't shoot well. Paul George didn't shoot well. Good defense by the Timberwolves. But, some pretty good looks that those two usually hit that didn't go down. Gonna be on my hater shit here. Okay? Even in a win like this, I leave this game for the Timberwolves thinking, oh, this is why I just don't have a lot of faith in them in the playoffs. It was a nice win against a red-hot team, but I leave it thinking, oh, yeah, this is why I'm just not – I don't view this team as a real contender. Yeah, Zubats has been really good with Harden this year. And Harden does not have that same connection with Plum Dog, Millionaire, and Tice. He just doesn't. But they still should have – they still should have won this game. For the Clippers, you'd like to think you would win this game. Anthony Edwards is just far too prone. And he had a nice game. He had some great shots. I mean, the little bank shot that he has is disgusting. I mean, he's a great player. He's got a long ways to go. His decision-making down the stretch of games is disastrous, and it almost cost them this game. They were cruising to a victory. And Anthony Edwards had a couple of terrible turnovers down the stretch of this game, a horrible 3 with no real reason to attempt it. This type of shit, man, 17 turnovers, your star player having 5 turnovers, your secondary guy having 4 turnovers. This shit's going to bite you in the ass in a playoff game, all right? It just is. It's going to. Sidebys, riddle me this. What? Riddle you what? Okay, so I hate to be on my hating shit after the Timberwolves got a nice win, but it's games like these where I'm like, man, I just don't know. It's 11 degrees outside. Jesus. But either way, a nice win. Anthony Edwards still has a step in his development. Which is playmaking. And we've seen guys make that step and turn into legit stars. Suns beat the Blazers. I know nothing about what happened in this game. Truth be told, just going to be brutally honest with you. So, Suns kind of rolling a little bit. They're now 3 games over 500. Okay, not really rolling, but, playing better at least. Yeah, I know Scoot had a hilarious line. 33 points on 31 shots. Oh, 9 assists. Hey, man. Hey. No one said it was always going to be pretty. No one said it was going to be pretty. Somebody had to shoot. I mean, look at this group. Somebody had to do the shooting. I think Anthony Simons is probably sick. Like, he's starting to get, like, double-teamed almost every game. It's just like, you think he's like, come on, dude. Like, what the fuck is going on here? There's a crazy stat that players who had that kind of line all ended up MVPs, which kind of makes sense. This, Scoot, 33 points on 31 shots? Wait, I would love to see what you're talking about. Rookies with a green light? Oh, okay. I'm still a believer in Scoot. He's had moments that have been pretty rough, but he's had some flashes that look okay. He called himself into top 5 discussions. Ant is cool, but no, Ant's not a top 5 player. I don't even know. I mean, I haven't really sat down and thought about a top 10 list. Ant's probably close, but I don't think he'd even be in a top 10, right? Actually, there's no way he'd be in the top 10. Can't make this shit up? What? Something happened? Something happened? I'm watching Silver Linings Playbook to forget about the Cowboys, and the movie ends with the Cowboys losing to the Eagles. Yeah, dude, that whole fucking movie's about a Philadelphia Eagles fan. Bradley Cooper's an Eagles fan in that movie, man. Good movie. All right, busy slated. Hey, this is one of the better days of the year for the NBA. Obviously, you have Christmas Day games, which are great. We also have the MLK Day games as well. Just a full busy slate of games. Mavs playing the Pelicans again, obviously. Luka's not playing in this game. I know he's listed here. He's doubtful. How often are doubtful guys playing? Like 1% of the time? Rockets and Sixers. Is Embiid out for this game as well? Game time decision. He's reaching like a point where it's kind of getting scary for his MVP chances. Magic and Knicks. That's a pretty fun one. Even though the Magic have kind of been struggling lately. Just dealing with a lot of injuries, the Magic are. Pistons and Wizards. Oh! Toilet Bowl Part 2, baby! On MLK Day! It's a great way to honor his memory. Spurs and Hawks on TNT. This one's on TNT, huh? We couldn't have just like put the Magic Knicks 2:30 and put them on TNT. Like, give Paolo some shine. He's been really fucking good. Give Paolo some shine. We got it. Spurs Hawks, huh? All right, Wemby's been so good lately that I'm okay with that. Will this be their first national TV game since that Bucks game? Warriors and Grizzlies also on TNT. Oh my god. Oh my god, the TNT games are a disaster. Bulls Cavaliers. That one could be fun. Heat Nets. Celtics Raptors. Pacers Jazz. Thunder Lakers. Wow, Thunder Lakers could be fun. Okay, a lot of games, not a lot of good ones. I got to be honest with you. Not a lot of good ones. All right, interesting. Lakers last seen to beat OKC. Nets. Nah, man, they haven't been on that long of a losing streak. Winning streak. They had that weird back-to-back with 2-game little losing stretch against the Hawks and Nets. Mark Cuban and Jerry Jones pick a struggle. What's sad is they're not like so bad they have to sell the team. It's like Jerry Jones, the Cowboys are the most profitable sports franchise in the world. He's not selling shit. I feel like Tatum will win MVP. No. There's absolutely no way. It honest to God might be Shea. Like, Shea, honestly, is probably going to win the MVP this year. I want you guys to be prepared. I think Shea is winning the MVP. Luka's going to have to come back. Luka could still very easily win the MVP. He's going to have to come back sometime soon and be like legit healthy and play the rest of the season, and the Mavericks go on a run. And then it is possible. Yeah, they need a top 4 seed, but they could do that. They could do that, I think. Real talk, will the Mavericks ever be good enough for Luka to get one? I don't know, dude. I don't know. They're in a process year currently. They are in a process year. I keep trying to remind myself that. They're in a process year. It is year 6, I know. I know it stings. But it's just how things have to be. They tried to be too good too soon is the problem. They tried to be too good too soon. It made sense at the time. The team accurately assessed that Luka's going to be too good for us to just tank and build this thing. Like, we're going to have to go for it. Trade for KP. Doesn't work out. Now you're kind of reeling from that. Still, I mean, the trade, the pick you traded for KP still hasn't even, like, the last pick of that deal still has not even, the trade's still not even finalized. Like, the Knicks still own a pick from us for that. American future face of the league, NBA. Ja still, in my opinion. It'll still be Ja. It'll still be Ja. Well, all right, YouTube. 9 a.m. Central Standard Time every single morning. Playback.tv/slightlybiased. If you're not subscribed to the channel, make sure you do so. Okay? Thank you.